I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get sponsored.
Code Rockton at checkout.
What up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Liv and it's been about a week since the last video. My previous video was 7-year scooter progression. Click that card, spent a lot of time on that video and it's a banger, super motivational. And if you want to see my progression from start to finish to track where you are and where you can get, or just for some fun and entertainment, definitely check that one out. I'm super hyped on that one. I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to get sponsored. If you guys don't know, I'm sponsored by Maggear and the Scooter Farm, which are two of arguably the biggest companies in scootering. Also, sorry about my hair. It looks absolutely crazy because I just washed it. Obviously, this video isn't a guarantee to get you guys sponsored, but this is what has helped me. And I know as a kid, I would send those DMs to like every single scooter company I knew, like, hey, here are my clips, like, look at my page, I would love a sponsorship. But I'm telling you right now, that's not the way to go, and we're gonna get right into how exactly you want to go about getting a scooter sponsorship. First of all, I want to just make a disclaimer. Obviously, there are people that would probably be better at telling you this than me. I've racked up 2 sponsors. I used to be sponsored by S1 and Monster Mouth Guards, so I've had 4 sponsors in my entire scooter career, if you will. But right now, I am on Maggear and the Scooter Farm, and those sponsors are less than a year old, so pretty recent. And since it's so recent, I thought I'd make a video about it so that you guys could get some tips from it. Tip number 1 is, if I'm being honest, don't try to get sponsored. And that might sound crazy, but a lot of people, they ride just for the sole purpose of getting a sponsorship, and I promise you that is not the way to go. If you want a sponsorship, you just have to be obsessed with scootering. Be absolutely obsessed with the sport. Be in your happy place while you're riding. Show everyone how much scootering means to you. Those kids that just worry about sponsorships are not the kids that are on the teams. The kids that you see on the big teams are the kids that are not riding to get sponsored. They're just riding to progress and riding to have fun. Just forget about it. Forget it's even a thing that can happen, and it'll happen. And I promise you, that's exactly what happened to me. All right, second tip, this one's super important. Comps. I cannot stress to you guys the importance of going to scooter competitions. I don't care if it's a local comp, nationals comp, indoor skate park comp, whatever it is, go to comps. Going to comps is how I've gotten each and every single one of my sponsors. And I will explain that to you right now. If you guys want a more in-depth video of my personal story about how I got sponsored, I can definitely do that for you guys. But basically, my first sponsor, Maggear, when I was competing in my first ever national big name competition, which was ISF, back in October 31st of 2021, I was competing there, and the manager of Maggear, Twan, love you bro, he actually saw me, and obviously I'm friends with Roman and Michael and Ryan, all people that were already on the team, so I was hanging around the Maggear team, and that competing that day and performing well and showing everyone my competition style is what got me on Maggear. Showing that I stand out as a female rider was super important, and they put me on the team even though I didn't do my best that I could have in that comp, just out of nerves, and everyone could see that, but it didn't matter. What mattered was that I showed up, I put myself out there as a female scooter rider in the sport, and that is super important. Also, I got the Scooter Farm sponsorship when I went to the DD comp back in February of this year. There's obviously a Scooter Farm based in North Carolina right at Daniel Dares. So when I was competing there, Scooter Farm noticed me. They said, we'll keep in touch. They talked to me. Nothing happened for months. I went home, and then boom, a DM about 4 months later, 3 months later, after they were tracking my progression and seeing if I was the right fit for them, they DM'd me, said they wanted to make it happen, and that was all from the Daniel Dares comp. So that is why you need to go to comps, people. Comps are also good because it shows how you stand out. If you're beating other riders that are on these people's teams, they're gonna notice you, and that is a big leg up. Third thing I have is a good mindset. A lot of people may not think this is important, but I promise you it's huge. If you are out there and you're like giving people knocks when they land a trick, giving people tips, smiling, making new friends, that is so important because people want a good personality on their team. They don't want some cocky, like super ignorant and arrogant person riding for them. They want someone like Raymond Warner, for example. I know everyone clowns on him, but he is the prime example of someone that is there for the community. He introduced introduces himself to people, he helps people, he signs things. That's the most important thing. Whether you think you're being watched by sponsors or not, because say you introduce yourself to someone that's on your dream sponsors team. Now, this next tip is kind of broad. I just have it as progression in my notes, but sponsors want to see a steady, steep progression. So if a sponsor sees your posts, say they drop you a follow, that doesn't mean they're going to put you on the team. That doesn't really mean anything, honestly. That probably means most likely that they're going to watch you. They're going to watch you for months and months and months and remember your progression and how fast and how steady you are progressing. If you're progressing insanely fast and landing bangers back to back to back, that is so important because people don't want just one banger post and then you're not doing anything. Like, people want consistency and people want to see you breaking the boundaries of scootering. The fifth one I have is being personable and standing out. Basically, that means be different. Don't be like every other scooter rider. Don't be like people that are already on their team. Make something that makes you different. Whether that means if you're at a competition, wear a neon yellow shirt. I did that at my first competition and that's what got me noticed by Mad Gear. I'm not saying it was a neon yellow shirt exactly, but my mom literally said to me, like, wear a brightly colored shirt so that people know where to find you. At these massive events or when you're at a skate park, everyone's like wearing black or like gray or white or whatever. So do something that makes you stand out. Pink helmet, like blue shoes, I don't know, anything. Or it couldn't even be just appearance and the way you're dressing. Do tricks that no one else does. Like, do like throw bars or like invert or a turn down or a waffle. If you even know what that is, bro, I swear to you, a lot of people don't even know what some of those tricks are anymore. Do something that makes you stand out so that the sponsors remember you and want you on that team. Number 6 is putting yourself out there and introducing yourself to people. I cannot tell you how important this is. No one is going to notice you if you don't go up to them first. Say you see the manager of Fusion or you see the manager of the scooter farm or the vault, whatever, or anyone associated with them or someone on their team. Be like, hey, my name's so-and-so and I love your team. It's nice to meet you and like blah, blah, blah. Introduce yourself, have a nice, polite conversation, and then you're in their head. They know who you are, and when you perform well, or they see you on social media, or you perform well in a comp, boom, they're like, oh, that's the kid that introduced themselves to me. Although you may be intimidated, I promise you, they're normal people. Go up to them, have a conversation. The last tip I have is social media. And although it sucks to say, social media is actually a big part of sponsors. They want someone that is going to help them grow. That's the most important thing for them. They want their brand to grow. So they're going to put someone on the team that's going to help them do exactly that. Posts on Instagram 3 times a week, TikTok daily, YouTube at least once a week. Whatever your niche is, whatever you like to do, you need to be posting on that consistently and have a fan base. That's why I started YouTube when I got on Mad Gear, and that's why I started posting on Instagram 3 times a week. And what this means is you don't have to treat your Instagram as a web edit, bro. If you look at the pros, all of them are posting super consistently, and the people that are on these teams are posting consistent, chill, like reels to like trending songs, and that's what gets you growth. You can post that banger edit when you get it, but in the meantime, post some chillers just when you're at the skate park, get a homie to film a line. It'll literally make you grow so much. People see when you are committed to social media, and that means that they see that you're gonna grow more in the future, so make sure to do that. And homies, that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys learned something from this video, but if there's one thing you should take away from this video, it's that you don't need a sponsor. You don't need anything except your scooter and a skate park. You don't even need a skate park. All you need is your scooter. Go out there, have fun. That sponsor will get you if they want you. If they don't, just know your worth and know that scootering is for you, not for anyone else. Don't try to impress anyone else. And if you guys want an ankle update, obviously I'm still in the boot. But if you want an ankle update, I can definitely do one of those soon because I got a lot of news. I actually tore some tendons as well as the bone. So if you guys want an update on that, let me know in the comments. If you're still watching this, put a sad face in the chat. Let's confuse everyone who doesn't watch till the end because that's lame. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. The growth is insane. We have doubled our subscribers in the past 3 weeks and I'm so hyped. If you're new watching this, what's good, guys? I hope you enjoyed this video and I'd like you to stick around and watch my future videos, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm gonna cut it here, not make this one too long. Later, guys.